All right, so in just a few days, more than likely, because otherwise, why would they release her skin? Hera is going to be released on global, and so I just want to go over some quick overview of Hera and her skills, etc. Show a little bit of gameplay to you guys over on YouTube. Remember, I'm adRocZ. If you want to watch me daily, I'm over at twitch.tv/adRocZ every day for about 8 hours a day as one of your new Aether Gazer content creators. Yay! Woo! All right, I'm hyping myself up. So anyways, check out Hera and their skills. We'll go over them. All right, so let's check out Hera's skill 1, and we'll go ahead and read it. So Hera is going to be a light energy Olympus mod. She is the best support in the entire game. She can definitely be used at S rank, but it is definitely recommended to get her at SS because of her Functor, and we'll go over that after we go over the skills. So Hera's skill 1, summon 5 meteors from the above unlocked on target, smashing enemies in the area, dealing 1000% AoE light damage. All right, it's going to cost us 20 energy, and it's on a 12-second CD. We have a skill 2, which does damage surrounding enemies, dealing 480% light damage while simultaneously increasing the attack of the teammate with the highest attack by 20% and lasts 15 seconds. This is where her main support comes from, aside from her ultimate and her Functor. And skill 3, 12-second cooldown, 40 energy cost, summon a constellation dupe above the target, bombarding enemies in the area, dealing 1500% AoE light damage. Just note that some of these skills may not be translated properly for what's going to be happening here in just a couple of days, so ignore that, but most of the information is accurate from around the web. Her dodge skill effect is enter 0 time, lasts 2 seconds, summon light arrows to assault the attacker, dealing 60% light damage every tick, total 4 ticks, so it's a dot that happens on our dodge skill. All right, so Hera's ultimate, 20-second cooldown. This is her ultimate by herself. She does come with Hermes on the banner, and Hermes is an A rank win unit who can be used as a DPS or a support, but we'll go over Hermes later. But regardless, by herself, 20-second cooldown for her ultimate. The team's damage dealt is increased by 14.4%, lasts 12 seconds. Refunds the combat source for the next skill cast within 10 seconds for the team. Really important. This is why she functions on literally any team, because she can literally refund any and every resource regardless of who's on your team, as well as increasing their damage. When self or teammates trigger 0 time, they obtain a set amount of ultimate charge. So when she procs 0 time or anyone else procs 0 time, they get some ultimate charge, and this really synergizes very well with her Functor, which we'll find out in a second. All right, so ultimate skill chain, S Hera and A Hermes. Okay, deal 600% damage. We won't go over the numbers. Wind damage and 100% light damage. On hit, team's damage dealt is increased by 14%, lasts 12 seconds, refunds combat resources, but also because of Hermes, applies a wind chase mark to enemies and decreases their wind resistance by 30% and lasts 12 seconds. This is why you see a lot of Osiris, Hermes, Hera teams in the future, because it is a really good team for Osiris to get as much damage as possible with having Hermes as a pseudo support DPS as well as Hera being her support. She is a caster. She can somewhat be used as a DPS, especially now in global. Later on, her role is basically dedicated to support, but she's fantastic. So you can see how very elegant her animations are, which is really neat. You know, even though she is a caster and she is a support, she does a lot of damage as a support and covers a lot of AoE for the map. Very pretty. She also releases with her skin. Now, as far as recommended goes, Hera is a very highly recommended unit. She works in literally every single team. She does not need to be paired with Hermes just because she has her ultimate chain. But
have confidence.
She's basically a must pull. No other support comes after her that does what she does, that can fit in literally every team. We do get a lot of stronger supports later, but a lot of them are very much focused on specific elements. And even though Hera's a light unit, she doesn't specifically support light units. She supports literally everyone. We get a future unit called Heimdall, who is an A rank unit who focuses more on a light team and energy team as well. If you want a link to these guides, I'll have these links down in my YouTube video so you guys can go over them. On my Twitch channel, if you just happen to be there and do !A guides, that's AGUIDEAS, you can see a lot of these guides on there. Now let's go over Hera's Functor. Hera's Functor, 20% attack, flat 100 Olympus Gen Zone. When equipped by Hera, dodge effect is changed to, again, translation. Dodge is guaranteed to trigger dodge effect. Holding the dodge key will consume 30 energy to trigger dodge effect. An additional time can be triggered once every 24 seconds. Self or teammates under skill 2's effects will have their damage dealt increased by 32% while in 0 time. So if you remember what we talked about a minute ago, her skill 2 will increase the attack of the character with the highest attack in the game. I'm sorry, not in the game, in your current team. And then also upgrade their damage by 32%. However, if you pay a little bit of attention to that, notice that her ultimate, okay? Her ultimate is also increasing the damage. So when you combine the three, the skill 2, that's a 20% attack buff. The ultimate, a 14% damage buff. And then her Functor, okay, is an extra 32% damage on top of that for that specific unit. Your unit's damage just went through the roof. And because SS characters, which is only one required dupe, immediately get a +2 on their Transcendence, that's immediately an extra 16% damage just from having SS Hera and her Functor. So while normal S rank Hera without her Functor is going to be a really good buff because of the team damage and because of the skill 2 increase to your highest attack unit, getting an SS Hera is almost a must if you just want to beef up the damage exponentially, just like that. Just one dupe of her. Now, obviously, if you're free to play and you can't really afford a dupe with Hades coming around the corner, that's fine. Just grab Hera, and you can always grab her Functor later. You don't need to grab her Functor now. Functors, once the character releases, are always available in the game. So there's no need to dump your shifted stars if you don't have enough. But as you can see, if we take a look at SS Hera that I have on this account with her key, we're getting a nice increase in damage here. In general, Hera, absolutely must pull unit. This Friday, she's more than likely going to be released. Aether Gazer Global already announced that her skin was coming out on Friday. And there's no reason for her skin if the unit doesn't exist. So if you're thinking about whether or not to pull for Hera, it is absolutely a yes. Anyway, that's my YouTube video. That's my 2 cents on Hera. I hope you enjoyed some of her gameplay. I hope you were able to check out the skills and the reviews and all that stuff. So whatever you do, pull Hera. We'll see you next time. On my next video, we'll talk about Hermes and how fun she is, the new A rank unit that's going to be coming with Hera. So everyone say bye, YouTube, and we'll catch you next time. Don't forget, I'm on twitch.tv/adRocZ every single day. Have a good one.